Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 8th, 9th, and 10th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is the introduction. You're going to find this on all of the videos. But if you want to bypass, or if you like to cross-watch, your rising, ascending moon, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, then I have probably put a timestamp on in the description so you can bypass and go right to the main reading. I hope you watch the introduction at least one time. Now, again, this is Friday through Saturday. I will be using my Radley Valentine deck. For the main reading. This is my Angel Tarot cards. I will also use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pick one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the reading that we're doing now, the overview of the readings, I will be using my Rider-Waite Traditional Tarot, and I will be pulling one from my, yes, still have to look for her, Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Couple of things going on. The energies are kind of quiet, but yet they're not. I don't know if this is kind of the eye of the hurricane, the calm before the storm. I'm not sure. The Schumann resonance, which I am not an expert in, but I do share when it's when it's spiking and when it's all that nice and white, high intensity. That has been fairly calm. I will be posting things on the community page, also my Facebook and my Instagram when things are a little bit, are changing up a little bit, okay? So now what's going on then for these times? Let's see what we have here on my... Okay, we've talked about July 5th already in the last one. On July 9th, Mercury, that's in Cancer, will be squared with Jupiter in Aries. Now, squaring, there's a little opposition there. Mercury is about communication, it's about speaking. It's in Cancer, which is about family, home, very caring type of energy. So there's an emotional energy, and it's squaring with Jupiter in Aries, which is actually good luck. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune. Aries is the god of war. So there could be some things that, just kind of like making that, talk about, when I've talked about this before, it's kind of like that grain in the that grain of sand in the, in the oyster shell. And, it's kind of an irritant, but yet at the same time has good energy come out. It becomes that pearl. It could be that. It could be that happening. And remember, it's not just a light switch that turns on and off. It actually is kind of like, oh, the energies start and then the energies dissipate. So we have that going on. Mercury, which is again in Cancer, is, I told you that way. Hold on a second. Cancer is actually the sun in Cancer on the 10th, sextiles with Uranus, which is in Taurus right now. Uranus in Taurus is all about expect the unexpected. This is just kind of like two planets, or, the sun and Uranus just kind of hanging out again. And, nothing really major, but yet things are getting ready. It's kind of like they're making plans for the party. They're making plans for the barbecue or the winter, whatever is going on. They're just kind of making plans on what's going to be happening. And Uranus is going to have some really interesting energy. I think it's going to be around August 1st or 2nd. So we'll watch what's going on there. Then the 10th is, is 3 days before that full moon. The full moon on the 13th will be in Capricorn. And that's when, on the 10th, 3 days before, 3 days after, that's when you do things like you release, relinquish, and request, as I like to put it. You release the things that are holding you back. You relinquish what you don't need anymore, and you request all the stuff. And 3 days before is a really good time that you can start doing that. I like especially the day before and the day after, or in the day of, so the 12th, 13th, and the 14th, but you can definitely start preparing and putting that energy out, okay? So, things are happening. There's also some things happening in the natural world. On July 5th, there's some weird stuff going on. We will see, and again, like I said, I'll post stuff as it pops up and kind of goes, oh my goodness, things are happening. A lot of us are feeling, on edge with it. We might feel a little calmer again. I kind of wonder, though, again, is this that eye of that hurricane? Is that the eye of the storm where everything appears calm and we just now wait? Who's to say? Anyway, let's see what we have here with our White Rider tarot cards. So let's get started. If I have not responded to you via email or any direct messaging and such, I am so sorry. As many of you know, I'm on, if you follow me on Facebook, I'm kind of on summer hours, and the time is not totally my own. So let's see what we have going on. Okay, when a card flies, it needs to be seen. But it is face down. Now, anything that's reversed is a little bit stronger energy. So it is face down. Let's adjust that camera a little bit more. Let's see what else we might have. What higher power? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and just ask whatever words need to come through to whoever is out there that needed to hear the message. So let's see, higher power, what do you want to say? What's going on in the world per se? Lots of strange stuff. But again, as I'm always telling you, no matter what is going on in the world, we still need to live our lives. We are very much light workers. We are star seeds. We were brought here for this moment, and we need to encourage each other, okay? And many times in your comments also encourage me, so thank you for that. Here we go. Okay. It does help if I put my glasses on. It does help a little bit. So let's see what we have here. What's going on in the world? First card, this is the one that flew out. Ace of Swords. So now, Ace is number one, okay? It is a one. It is new beginnings, new starts. It's a new leg of a journey, okay? It's a new chapter in your life. It's a new, it's a new way of looking at something. Now, Swords energy is our air energy. It is our Aquarius, and Saturn's in Aquarius. It is our Gemini. Venus is in Gemini, and it's also our Libra. So it's air energy. It is thought processes. It is making plans. It's also hearing news. So the Ace of Swords is a new beginning in a new challenge, in a new way of looking at life, a new way of looking at, and even in experiencing what is going on around us. Okay. Now the thing about it is there is this very bright divine hand coming. So it is a divine timing type of energy here, and it's coming out of the gray cloud. So something with that's going on. So even though this would be kind of like the silver lining, looked in the silver lining into the storm cloud in itself. But it's also telling me that God, higher power, has things handled. Okay, I am getting kind of an Excalibur type of energy here. Going back to that King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and again, whatever's coming out of my mouth, you tell me what this might mean to you, because like I said, I just open up and let this all flow. I am kind of getting the Excalibur. I am getting the Knights of the Round Table. I am getting the King Arthur type of energy with the Ace of Swords. Next card is... Okay, so now we have an Eight of Cups. So eight of Cups. We've had this a couple of times, I think, or at least once in our universal reading. 8 is unlimited opportunity, unlimited possibilities. The Eight of Cups is, Cups is again Pisces, Scorpio, and it is also Cancer. We are in Cancer season right now. It has that emotional energy to it. It has that family, that home, that really what you care for type of energy here. So Cups is very fluid, very, very spiritual too. But this is, the interesting thing about this is the Cups are nicely stacked. They're nicely stacked, and I'm kind of getting a, I don't know if we're having a 5 of cup energy here and a 3 of cup energy here. But the thing about this is, and 5 of cups is really looking for that silver lining and that all things happen for a reason. And the 3 of cups is the celebration. All of a sudden I'm looking at it and seeing how these are, these are stacked on each other a little bit differently. But the thing about this is a turning away. This is a walking away from what you once knew, walking away from what is, the standard. Now, we do have the, this crescent moon, and I do think that would then be, oops, that came upside down. I do think, I could be wrong with this one. I think, well, okay, I'm not going to go if that's the waning or the waxing, but usually at the waxing moon to the full moon is as it's, as it's time for requesting and such like that. So we did have our new moon just recently in Cancer. We are coming to that full moon in Capricorn. And, Capricorn, again, what did I say? That was on the 13th. So things are changing. Things are, happening. So maybe by the 13th. But again, this is a walking away from an emotional situation. And it's very, it's very, the path may not necessarily be easy, but it's really a very strong major change, and it's letting things go. Next card is, now, so we have that 5 of cups again. Remember I told you that we have that 5 of cup energy here? So 5 has some change energy. It has, positive, it's negative energy. It's just change. Change happens. Change can be very stressful. The 5 of cups, again, the cup energy, it is about, the fluidity. It is about the emotional energy. And here the person again. So here we have that 3 again, too, and the 3 and the 2. So here we have the 3 cups. They've spilt. They've lost whatever they contained. And the person is mourning that. This is kind of like mourning the past and yet not necessarily seeing the good in that future. Okay? So there's some emotional changes happening with this energy here. And again, there is this walking away. I still get that Arthurian King Arthur type of vibe with that Ace of Swords. Don't always get that. In fact, I don't think I ever got that before. But I am getting that there is, there is a new path, a new direction, hearing things. But we leave something behind, or the universe is changing, leaving something behind, and it may not necessarily feel positive to everyone. But again, this is that looking for that silver lining and just moving on, or getting ready to move on, because this person now needs to mourn a little bit. This person is definitely saying, okay, I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for something better. Okay? And again, the moon, something with the moon here. Okay, let's see what, Colette, I'm so sorry, Colette Barron Reed. Let's see what we have here with the good tarot. Now, so we've had the water sign and we've had the air sign, and now we have the air sign again. That one flipped over. So this is challenges. This has some challenge to it. Now, this is the page of air. Now, all of the court cards have dual energies. Page's underlying energy is our earth energy. It's our tangible energy. It's our Capricorn. So we're coming into that Capricorn full moon. I think there's something with that. Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus. There's still a lot of Taurus stuff going on with that. It's also our Virgo energy. So it's our money, our job, our career, very tangible energy, very much our house energy, our home energy. Air energy again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So hearing news, starting on a new plan. This could have something to do with your job, your security, but it's also hearing news, again, that new plan. And the page, though, the page says, okay, I feel like the page is kind of like, rolling up her sleeves and saying, let's jump in, let's get things done, let's do this. Pages are very enthusiastic. Pages just, they don't know, they don't see the obstacles. They just know things have to be done, things have to change. Pages are also messengers of the king's court, king or queen's court. They would be the messengers. They would bring the message to wherever it needed to go. So something about this air, again, there is some challenges. It's not necessarily an easy leap, but at the same time, it's something that is very, very needed. Okay, so here we have, that's the page of air. The only one we did not speak of is fire energy. That is our Aries, our Leo, Sagittarius. That is passionate, burning, determined. That would be your rods or your wands energy. Okay, very, and we do have Aries going on. We still have that, remember that Sagittarius full moon, we will be feeling that effect for a little bit longer, not just from full moon to full moon. It just kind of, like a rock skipping on the pond. It keeps moving on. But we will be going into Leo season, and we will have some Leo energy going on, pretty soon too. We are feeling more and more of that Leo energy. So something challenging, walk away, feel your emotions, but know that, even though it may feel very hard and may feel very harsh, it is time to walk away, because there is this new, I don't know, I feel, again, I get this new, the Excalibur energy, I get the King Arthur energy, I get the Knights of the Round Table energy, and the page of air says, hey, we might not necessarily understand it or agree with it, but, the page is like, let's go do it. Let's get started. Okay, so anyway, this is the moment, we're about to start your readings, but this is the moment where I ask you to please, please, please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, share it with everybody if you would, please. It really helps, and I really thank you all. We got to 25,500 subscribers. Thank you. Now, I would love it if you all watched, but I do thank you for subscribing. I really, really do. Anyway, I've done that part, so why don't we start our readings? And hello to my terrific Tauruses. How are you, my darlings? You know that you have been so much in my heart, and I do appreciate you so much. So let's see what higher power has for you. Let's see. Oh, you're very hyper aware of things right now. I just feel like you're very watchful. You're watching, waiting. Oh, lot to do. There's a lot for you to do, but I just get this watching and waiting, just watching and waiting type of thing. And yes, it's starting to cycle in my brain, and I just kind of like hyper aware. You're hyper aware of things. Always be careful. You know how psychic you are, so be careful that you're feeling your feelings, okay? That you are dealing with yours, and make sure you're covered. That there is that cloak of protection over you. So here we go. Let's see what we have here for my Tauruses. Well, the first one is reversed. This one came out. This is a 10 of fire. So 10, 1, 0, 1 new beginning, 0 God source energy, 10 transition. Fire is, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And there is, all of those are in some sort of play right now. Jupiter is in Aries right now too, and we just had the Sagittarius full moon. So there is about wishes and about good fortune and things, wanting things and happening. And then at the 10th is when we're going to go and do the release, relinquish, and requesting, and get it ready for that full moon in Capricorn, which is an earth energy for you. But this is busy. This is like not being able to sit down. This is like, again, I do feel this hypervigilance, but at the same time, it's like you're preparing, you're getting things ready, you're doing what is needed. I'm not sure what you're getting ready for, but you're getting ready for something, and you just feel like you need to do this. Now, this could be, again, remember, definition of luck is preparation to meet opportunity. And I just feel like you're doing a lot of things. I don't feel like it's busy work. It's not like it's busy work. There's a lot of preparation going on. So is this I do talk to you about your jobs and your situation. It just feels like there's a lot of preparation going on for you right now. Too much work. Accept help from others. life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So there's a lot of worry too going on with this too. And again, to worry, fear is a tool of the devil. If you let worry run your life, it just, there's many things that if I started to think about, if I really started ruminating on what my, things like, oh my God, this bill, that bill, I'd be like, oh, I think I'm going to get an ulcer. Try to let this go. Try to give this to higher power. Believe me, it does work. I have had many financial miracles because I've done that. Okay? Just believe. Just believe. But again, I'm not telling you not to do whatever this preparatory work is. It does feel like it does help you, and you'll be able to say yes. Whatever it was, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. So next card, reversed. Ego. So this is that fear energy that I'm talking about. So we have a 1-5, 1 new beginnings again, and a 10. I talked about that. 5. 5 is change, positive, negative change. It could be either or. Change, 5, 5, 5 energy. So you have a 1, 0, 1, 5, a 1, 1, 5, 5, 1, 1. This is Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel actually has a lot of creativity, and kind of the thing that I like about Jophiel is Jophiel thinks of ways to get out of situations. But the ego energy, the 15 major arcana, this is the devil card. And if you've watched me when I've done the overviews, the devil card, again, fear, tool of the devil, keeps you locked up, keeps you in chains, keeps you from moving forward, keeps you from developing also. Okay? So again, this is about fear, and the thing about this is that it's something that once you face it, it's gone. Once you face it, it's gone. So anyway, and I was talking about fear with this 10 of fire. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And when you start thinking this and you start putting that out there, again, my Tauruses, you've got such a connection. You start putting that out there, it cycles back to you. So just say, you know what? And again, maybe things don't look right. Maybe things aren't right. Maybe I'm just worried. But you know what? We have one life to live. Yes, I'm sure there's reincarnation. There's a lot of things about different timelines, but we're on this timeline here. We're the only Debbie and the only Taurus. So and I'm just going to live. I'm not going to live in fear. And I'm just going to put out, remember, stay shining, put your light out, okay? Don't put it out, put it out, shine it out, okay? Here we go. So this something's triggering you this weekend. There's something triggering you. It's not necessarily, it's kind of, it's worrying you a little bit, it's scaring you a little bit. Next card is, and then we come to the star. So something's happening here again, but then we come to the star. The star is all about hope, is all about tomorrow the sun comes up. The star is about making wishes. This is a 17, again, that 1 and that 10 energy. So you actually do have a lot of 1 energy going on here. So 10, 25, 25, 17, so that would be, 35, 42. So 4 plus 2 is 6, so 6, the number of man, the efforts you put into it. But these 2 cards are not about your efforts. These 2 cards are about a higher power, God's efforts, okay? So we have 17. We have, again, Archangel Jophiel. So I'd look up Jophiel because here we have this fear, but then we have this hope, okay? And like I said, Jophiel is very much with, actually, Jophiel is kind of watches over those that are in the arts, that has creativity. And because then it's like there's a lot to do, there's some fear, there's some worry, so just keep doing it, because then there's hope, there's stars, there's wishes. There is major arcana going on for you. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You are on the right path. Can be scary. It can be scary. Don't let fear rule you, okay? Don't let fear keep you from doing whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. How's that? Don't let fear rule you, because there could be something, there's many times there's something wonderful around the corner, and you've got this lovely, angel, you've got this lovely energy, the star. After you feel like, okay, nothing can happen, the star, it brings hope. Okay, and then again, we have 7. 7 is divine umbrella, divine interference, divine intervention. Okay? So, a lot of things going on with you with this. Don't let fear stop you from doing. Okay? Don't fear. How's that? Anyway, let's see what we have here from Higher Power with John Holland Psychic and Tarot cards. The universe. This is the world. This is the completion of the major arcana. Okay, this is, the Fool begins at 0, doesn't really know, and then comes to this completion. This completion, we have that 2 choices. We have that 1 again. 2 plus 1 is a 3, celebration, creativity. It's also the power of 3. Say something, do something 3 times. The universe has a completion to it. Things resolve themselves. Believe. You have 3 major arcanas here, and it all stems from, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of worry going on, but things move, and things move in a very miraculous type of way. Now, the world energy, the world energy really is saying you've completed your cycle, you've done what you needed to do, you can rest a little bit, or you can rest really little bit, and then start moving again on a new pathway, or taking what you know and sharing it with others. So there between this and this is like, don't let the fear, this is a breakout moment. This is a breakout weekend. And the thing is, are you afraid to make some changes? I don't blame you. Many times over, I'm afraid. I didn't, I was scared quite a bit when I came out here. So, but don't let fear guide you. Don't let fear worry you. Okay? Because you've got the star, you've got the universe, you've got the world. So let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Tauruses. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The universe. She's so pretty. She has such a calmness to her. Such a calmness to her eyes. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Feminine energy with this. A lot of times the world has masculine energy. Reversed, earth. Ground yourself. Believe. Things will grow. I'm getting kind of the whole growing with the earth. Abundance, fertility, harvesting, logic. Walk around barefooted if it's not too cold. Put a little earth in a baggie. Why not, right? Do the things, hug a tree. Do the things that ground you, my Tauruses. And work on letting the fear leave. Okay? Okay, my Tauruses, you've got some amazing things happening. Don't let fear suck your joy from you, okay? Anyway, my Tauruses, take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Tauruses, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.